Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about fair value gaps. So fair value gaps is basically lack of orders within the marketplace. It's called they can also call it imbalances. So fair value gap is basically um like this. Mm, Okay, so fair value gap is basically like this. Just pretend like this is a downtrend. This is a bearish example. Fair value gaps is basically is a three consecutive candle pattern, right? So if it's in a downtrend, this is the fair value gap. This one will be the fair value gap. The space that written over here from this bottom wick to this top wick. So normally, if we're in a downtrend and it have a fair value gap like this, normally price does want, let's just say there's a downtrend here, right? Just pretend like the line I drawing is like a next row of candles. It is normally want to go back into the fair value gap and then go back down lower. So remember, from the bottom of this, the top candle wick, and the top of this candle wick, this space right here is a fair value gap. So, bullish example, well, uptrend example, basically the same thing. So, from this bottom candle, from this bottom wick to this top wick, fair value gap right here. So see, prices want to go and fill back in this space over here. So if you're now uptrend, it might most likely retrace back into it and then go back higher. That is how fair value gaps actually work. So I just remove all these and yeah. So fair value gap, remember, not all fair value gaps are valid. A valid one is basically when it go in a fair value gap and then it leave a wick through it. So it don't really close like within the fair value gap. So like this. There's a fair value gap over here, right? So wait, I'm marking it out. It have two. It have one here and it have one here. Most likely the markets just want to go within the closest one. So like just say if that two fair value gap in a row, most likely the market will go to the closest one. So you see how it was in a downtrend, right? Downtrend, and then it end up going back into this one, the closest one, instead of this one over here. So downtrend, it go inside the fair value gap, continue lower, and just find more examples. We could have one over here, to have one over here, one over here. So it went in the fair value gap, it was an uptrend. Then it go inside the fair value gap over here. From this top wick to this bottom wick, went inside of it and went up. Most likely, most of the times, like when fair value gaps, when you see like it close inside the fair value gap, I don't consider it valid because like watch this one compare to this one. This one it close inside of it, right? But it hardly like move like a big amount. It end up, let's just say if you take a trade off of this fair value gap, um it wouldn't like play out too good, and I'd end up taking a trade off of this fair value gap exactly. But I didn't know it would have played out like this because I see it went inside of this and I thought it would have go higher. But shouldn't I take this? But it already happened. Normally, like at the city breaker structure happen here, fair value gap, at the enter. I just enter normally as soon as the candle go inside of the gap, and I don't really like wait until the like closure or anything like that. So that's why I end up losing all that trade yesterday. It wasn't like a big loss, but like 0.15% basically because I moved my stop loss. But um yeah, so it wasn't really like the one over here. See how this one closed and it like move a little bit, and compared to this one over here, when it didn't close, you see how it wick through it, it didn't close inside of the fair value gap. It moved a great amount from the fair value gap over here. It moved 168 compared to this one. It's only moved like about 100. So that's examples of fair value gaps.